Hey there guys and girls, how you doing? Welcome to this video. I'm Dan Ashendorf. It's great to have you here. We're going to be looking at something really interesting today, but before we do, please do remember to subscribe to my channel so you can get my content straight to your inbox as soon as it's released. Now we're going to be looking at something called Funnel247. This has got two parts. It's got very comprehensive training and it's got a really cool software. It's all about personalization, personalizing the user experience. This is the new buzzword in internet marketing. Let's have a look how to do that. I'm not going to be creating, I'm not going to be creating a new campaign. What I'll do instead of that is I'm going to be looking at an existing campaign that we have here on the system. But before we do any of this, guys, I just want to show you a couple of really cool stuff here, and that's this little thing here. You can see there's nearly 3,400 leads using the 11 campaigns that the guys have run here, and you can see there's a very high number of views as well. So very powerful. 5 products, 11 campaigns, and close to 3,400 leads. So let's have a look at how this works in practice, and it's actually really simple. So I'm going to jump into this one here. That's a pretty recent campaign, and I'm going to click on edits, and what we do here is we give it a name, and we got 2 funnel types. We've got personalized or fixed. Now you can see that this is all about timers and the overall experience. So personalized, this is a timeline for every single user because everyone is different, or classic timer, which ends according to the date that you set. So we're going to go with personalized, and then we have choose a timeout trigger type. So either on the page visits, that's when the timer starts, or when someone clicks on a link. You can see that this moves as well, which makes it all very swish, very easy to navigate. Then you got different types of timers. You got the hello bar, the inline timer, and the email timer. Now that's really cool, because what that means is you can actually have emails timed according to the campaign that you set up. So you can have different offers, and there's scarcity which is inbuilt inside the email. So that's really cool. And when the expiry happens, you can either hide the timer, redirect the page, or show static timer as 0. And then you got the campaign settings, so you can integrate it with all the major email providers. That's the timer duration, and you can see, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's really easy to set up, and there are some very good results. So that's the first thing that you get. Let's have a quick look at this here, products. So we've got a number of products. Let's check what this is. I mean, that's the same thing that we just had a look at, so that's not particularly interesting for me. Let's see what the details are. So we get email links, so that'll be the products, because you'd have your affiliate product on there. You got the codes, and you got the image URL, so you need to copy the code into the email. So that's really simple to do. You just click on that and you whack it into the email, and you got the timer in there. And yeah, so that looks very simple and very powerful. What I want to do now is show you the training and some of the bonuses that the product vendor is giving away, and then we'll look at my bonuses and the funnel. Right, so that's what the training will be. So you're going to be getting a 6-week live training worth close to $2,000. You can see here week 1 idea validation, week 2 final ramp, week 3 sales positioning, week 4 evergreen elements, week 5 timeout execution, and week 6 email scarcity. And so you get the lifetime access to timeout, which is the software, and then you get these bonuses here: social traffic secrets, the invisible funnel, 2-step funnel, and 12 checklists and templates. So lots of content there, and let's have a look at my exclusive bonuses as well. Alright there guys, so you want the discount you'll be getting from me. These are exclusive to me. You need to be writing to myself. This really depends on which OTO you're going to go for. And then you're going to get a list building software. This is a special type of software that allows you to distribute content across the web and get your mailing list like that. And then I've got a tutorial here about how to build an email list of 1,000 subscribers in 3 months. And then we'll be looking at cheap but super targeted traffic tutorials. So you want to be driving traffic to these funnels. And then I've got a special tutorial here which is perfect for this product. It's called Making Money Through Personalization with Funnel247. So this is very powerful stuff, and you'll be getting the discounts from me as well. And what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the funnel, and then what I'll do after that is I'll pass you over to the product creator for a more in-depth review of exactly how the product works, because he's got access, which I don't have, to some of the more advanced features. Right guys, so first of all I wanted to show you the pricing plan here. So this is a monthly recurring. It's going to start on the $27 mark, and then it's going to go up, and then it's going to go up continuously throughout the launch. So $27 to start with, but you're also going to have an yearly option that should be an R there, and you can have a front end one time as well. So this is a good incentive, but you can see that there is a certain sort of increase in the pricing, and after the launch finishes the prices are really going to go up by a significant margin. And then you have, I have no idea what that means, possibly the pricing is going to go after you come back. I really don't know what that means, but anyway, I'm going to assume that it's going to be $67 here, and then possibly if you come back then possibly the pricing is going to go up after that. Not really sure, but let's have a look at the features. So OTO 1, this is a done for you funnel, so that's that one. You can see the sales page preview just there, and then you've got the agency license, and you got the sales page preview there as well. So that's where we are with this funnel, guys and girls. And what I'm going to do now is pass you over to the product creator for a more in-depth demonstration of this product.
I and Neil have been talking about. The idea behind this application is to convert any of your funnels or any of your marketing into a passive income machine. The idea is to deploy a truly evergreen nature on the web pages that you build or the offers that you build. How we do it and the way we do it is something that I'm going to demonstrate right now. But before that, of course, as Neil said, there's a huge need and demand for you to actually go about automating your funnels and make it truly evergreen if you really want to scale any of your funnels out there. The way we do it is through this dashboard called Timeout. Now, Timeout is a full-featured application that deploys a truly evergreen nature via timers within the emails and on the page onto any of the funnels that we have. We use a proprietary technology in the background which does not just use cookies as the convention, but we also use a unique identifier, which is mostly the email address in our case, to track those users. The idea behind this is if you have users opening your web page across different devices, or if you have users who end up clearing your cookies as well, they should see exactly what they should see and not see something which is from the day one. So the idea is to bring about a personalized timeline within those funnels, and that's why we actually call this application Timeout. So without any further ado, this is exactly how the dashboard looks like. So on your summary, and before I move forward, let me just switch a list to something which is actually like a real one that we're using. So So this is how the dashboard looks like. On the snapshot, you see a brief about the products, the campaigns, leads, how many views that were generated. You have a dedicated onboarding over here, and then you see a graph on how have your leads been flowing. So we ran a campaign for 7 days, which Neil exactly showed you up. So we only ran it for 7 days time, and then we closed it because we want to optimize it. But then I've been traveling for a month now, so I didn't really get the time to do that yet. So you can see that, you know, we were getting about 200 leads or roughly like that on a daily basis, and that led to us closing on about $2,500 in net revenue for ourselves. No split commission, nothing else, pure money in the bank. And we did some campaigns around it. So I'm gonna show you exactly a campaign that made us about $2,500 using this application. And I'm gonna show you the exact settings as well that we had in this campaign. So let me know if you guys are excited about it. Let me know if you guys look forward to it. The idea is for me to know that there's a lot of energy in you guys, so I get a lot of energy. That's how we go about it. So this is how the dashboard looks like. The second section, which is the core meatball of the game, is the campaign section. In the campaign section, I'm exactly gonna click on the edit over here and show you the exact settings on how we do about it. So what you usually do is in the dashboard, you just simply go, you add a product that you have. So for example, let's say you have a product name, maybe let's say I would want to promote Kyvio. So I add a product name called Kyvio over here, and then what I do is I go to campaigns and I go about creating a new campaign under Kyvio. So what I can do is I can simply go ahead and click on clone campaign. This is one of our real campaigns, so I'm able to show you the best possible settings that we have, and you can exactly see how does it go about. So you give your campaign a name. This is just for your internal reference. The next thing that you do is you just add this campaign to a specific product. So I'm going to choose Kyvio over here. Then what we ask you is that what is kind of funnel that you want to build. So at the moment we support about 2 funnel types. We have 2 more in the roadmap coming forward. So the first one is a personalized funnel type, which is exactly something wherein you're able to deploy a personalized timeline. So the idea is to have the funnel get started for someone when someone joins in the list. That's what the personalized funnel does. And the next funnel type is a fixed funnel type, which is where it shows you classic timer, which ends on a specific date or a time after someone has joined. So I'm going to change the way here from fixed to personalized. When I click on next, it asks me on how do I want to trigger the timer essentially. So do I want to trigger the timer on a page visit, or do I want to trigger the timer on email link click? You're going to get this better when we go ahead into the campaign. So just check it out for right now. I'm going to select page visit because I want my timers to start when someone visits my page over here. So when you go next, you simply add your funnel pages over here. My funnel page was sales.redmailbox.com/celebrity, and you can go about check this out. Although the timer has expired over there, but you can still get a hang of it. And then you can choose the elements using which you want to build scarcity and fear of missing out on your pages. So you have an option to do this via a hello bar timer. So you can show a timer within the hello bar on the page. You can also do it via an inline timer that you can just embed within your page anywhere. This shows a timer within your page. The third one is an email timer, which actually does something really great. What it does is it puts in a personalized timer within your emails. So for example, if you have any of your leads, which subjected to a 2-hour timer, and then if this lead has already consumed about, let's say, 1 hour over one of the devices, and if this lead is going to open the email on another device, that lead is going to see the timer within the email starting from 1 hour and not 2 hours, which is really next level stuff out there, because it gets really advanced over there. And then you can choose to define what happens when these timers expire. You can of course hide the timer, you can redirect the page, or you can just show a started timer at 00. I personally use hide the timer because I let the price go because I increase the price point. But what you can usually do is you can redirect the page to a higher price point page or another page saying that the page has expired. That's the kind of a thing that you can do. And as and when you click next, it shows you that how do you want to show the countdown timer. Do you want to show it immediately, or do you want to show when X duration is remaining? You usually choose the immediately section when you have a time frame of less than 5 days or so, because you really want to build scarcity. But let's say if you have if you have an evergreen funnel logging in for about 15 days, you do not want to show the timer straight away when it's about 15 days left. To be able to build scarcity, you have to show a lower time frame. So at that point of time, you can simply say that, hey, I want to show the timer only when 3 days are left for the offer to expire. For this case, I use immediately. Then it says that what's the kind of a timer duration that you want to have. So this is the duration that you want to set for your timers. In this case, I can choose 1 day. With it, what it means is that this entire workflow is going to work for only 1 day, and after that, the setting that I use over here is going to apply. What that means is now anyone who enters into my funnel is subjected to a 1 day of scarcity. After 1 day, that offer expires and an action is taken right then and there. Then we talk about the cookie duration. So you wanna tell us that how many days do we want to track that visitor, and for how many days does that go about. This is by default fixed for 60 days, but you can of course change it to anything. We usually recommend 60 days because that's enough time for anyone to also consume your scarcity. Then we have a bunch of email autoresponders, most of them out there, and then we have Kyvio as well over here, just in case you use Kyvio. And you can use just any of them to go about it. So I use ActiveCampaign at the moment, so I select ActiveCampaign. The next thing that we have is the landing page builder. So in the landing page builder, you can simply go about and select whichever one that you use. We have plans to integrate with more of them, and we have already got all of these so far. Then what you can do is you can simply go about and style the hello bar timer, the inline timer, and the email timer. They are fully customizable, and you have a range of options to actually go about and consume all of them. So with the hello bar timer, we have different templates. You can select any one of them. You can simply go about, say, what's the hello bar text that you want to set in, what's the position that you want to put, what's the call to action button that you want to put, how do you want to make the call to action look like, and then what happens when someone clicks on the call to action. You have an option to redirect, you have the option to redirect a new tab, and you also have the option to actually get them to scroll within the page, which is kind of a really epic thing. The next thing is that you can simply go about selecting the timer template as well. We have a range of 3 templates which you can continue to preview by clicking on show or hide preview button over here. And then as soon as you activate the styling customization, then you see more and more settings. The idea is that you can actually go about and customize this to the look and feel of your page, while we have our preset settings which we feel work the best. But just in case you want to customize this, making sure that it looks like that it is integrated within your page and it is a part of your page, you have all the customizations up to your serving right over here. Then similarly, you can go about choose the inline timer setting, and you can simply go about customize all of it internally in the way that you want to do it, and you can customize the stylings as well. Then in the email timer, what you can do is you have different types of email timers. As you can see, you can select this any one of them. You can customize this the way you want to customize, and as and when you're done, simply go and click about on save. As soon as you save, you get the campaign which is saved, and this is exactly now comes the part for the implementation. Now the first thing that we do over here is we give you based on the email autoresponder that you choose, we give you a link to plug in your emails. Now for any email that you send as and when someone opts into your list, anytime when you send them an email with a link to the offer page, you have to add exactly this link and not the core offer page link. This helps you do 2 things. Well, the first thing that it helps you do is it helps you save your core offer page URL and do not expose it right away. The second thing it helps you do is it also helps you build tracking on how many clicks have you been getting on that particular link so far. An additional bonus tip that it helps you do is it helps you exactly map that user to the timeline on the funnel that you have. So if you would see, we actually map it via a cookie and an email address, and we pass that email address within the URL itself. Then you also get your email timer code, which is something which is like line of code that you have to plug in into your page. You can simply place it anywhere in your HTML element with Kyvio. I've been using Kyvio for a week now, so I know that you can simply plug in an HTML block and you can put in this code anywhere on your page, and the email timer will continue to display up based on the settings that you did. The next one is an image URL. So anytime when you want to display the image, particularly only for the timer anywhere, then you have the URL for that as well. And then you have the inline timer code. So for any of the inline timers that you want to place, that is also possible. We also have a full featured knowledge base for you, just in case if for anyone this looks like a tough implementation, but trust me, it's not. You have to put in lines of code here and there, and it's just single line of code that you place there somewhere. And the also what you make sure is that you have to make sure that the base pixel is already installed on a page on the website, which is practically very easy to do. As soon as you're done with all of them, simply click on close and your campaign begins to run automatically. For one of the campaigns that we ran, I can show you a quick report. So we got about 679 leads so far on this kind of a campaign. These are the kinds of leads looking like. For the visitor stats, they were like this. We have all of those graphics out there. So, and you can see the money that we made on this particular trial run that we had. And then we had the day-wise visitors graphs built in, and you get the browser-wise clicks, device-wise visitors, platform-wise, and all the other reporting that you have. For the leads particularly, you also get all the reports out here, which is a really fantastic thing because you want to know how your leads coming in, where are they coming in from, which country has been performing the best for you. That's how it exactly works like, and you can simply go about clicking on any one of these as well to see how have they been coming in so far. So that's how the product looks like. You can go about creating multiple campaigns and kind of things. In products, you can segregate them based on the products that you have, and then you can also archive the products that you want to have. You can record, you can capture the records anywhere that you want to do it, and then you have the account settings, number of integrations, which we are yet to push live, but they're live already or the most. You can just go about doing that. You can even add users to your platform so that you can collaborate with your other users. This is the centralized pixel. We also have a WordPress plugin, and you can also send a code to your teammate. Then you have a verify pixel page to make sure every time that all the pixels are live on the page, you simply plug in your URL and it will verify it for you. And then you can also put in a custom domain just in case you want to put a custom domain to the links that you send out in your emails. So yeah, that's the app about. I covered it out very quickly, and that's how the app looks like.